Long live the King.
Philip Dunne.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today marks the end of an era, the modern Elizabethan era, the only monarch that I and almost everyone in this chamber and most of our nation have ever known. I join those who've spoken so movingly from across the House in mourning the death of our longest-serving sovereign, Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and pass on my condolences with those of my constituents from South Shropshire to members of the royal family who grieve her loss. We reflect today with a mixture of great sadness and sense of loss, but also remembering with great joy the inspiration which she gave in devoting her life to the service of others. Her first of 15 Prime Ministers heralded her accession to the throne as launching a golden age, a signal for a brightening salvation of the human scene. And so it proved in so many areas of human endeavour and achievement by her and her subjects over these past 70 years. As others have mentioned, we shall probably all remember where we were when we heard the news of Her Majesty's death yesterday. Although she was 96, this still came as a lightning bolt of shock in the midst of the thunderstorms raging across her kingdom yesterday. I was with members of the Environmental Audit Committee at a half-full reservoir in Cornwall surrounded by trees. And this seems strangely fitting as I wish to touch very briefly on the commitment Her Majesty showed to the environment. Through her love of nature and animals that others have mentioned, she and her devoted husband, Prince Philip, the late Duke of Edinburgh, undoubtedly planted the seed of their family's enthusiasm in championing nature and leading the crusade to combat climate change decades before this became fashionable. Only last November, in her message to international leaders and delegates attending COP26, she said the time for words has now moved to the time for action. We saw her love of nature whenever she was walking or riding in the countryside around Balmoral or Sandringham. Her love of animals was legendary and one of those characteristics which connected her to her people. In particular, horses, as has been mentioned. It was no accident that the Royal Windsor Horse Show was the event she enjoyed the most each year. And we all knew, even if we couldn't always comprehend, her particular love for corgis. But it was her love of trees that will be a lasting physical legacy. I suspect she planted more trees than anyone else in public life anywhere around the globe. The Platinum Jubilee Queen's Canopy has seen 1 million trees planted this year alone in her honour, and this will be a lasting reminder of her for decades, if not hundreds of years to come. Her only visit to the Ludlow constituency was in the year after her Golden Jubilee, when she came by royal train to Telford and visited Much Wenlock with Prince Philip to take in the Wenlock Olympian Games, an early precursor to her role in London 2012. She then showed that her priorities lay with her people by having lunch in the Discovery Centre in Craven Arms rather than the gourmet delights of Ludlow. She went on to do a walkabout in the Market Square in Ludlow, where thousands turn out to welcome the first visit by a reigning monarch in more than 300 years. Most visits by predecessors before that had been at the head of an army. And while these tributes have been made today to his mother and matriarch to the nation, His Majesty King Charles III has been doing a walkabout among well-wishers outside Buckingham Palace. Her example of engaging with us all already being carried on by her successor. God rest Her Majesty. God save the King.
Five facts.